Okay, well, welcome back to our ongoing playthrough of the David Cage masterpiece, Detroit Become Human. And we find ourselves back at this broken home. He is vulnerable.
Todd?
Oh, wait, this is coming through on the laptop. No, it's coming through on the speakers on this TV. How do I make this stop? Silence. Silence!
Yeah, I'm coming.
You know, I was thinking about this while I was in the time before the last recording. And I was just thinking how strangely inconsistent it is that the androids so far sometimes display empathy and creativity. So, for instance, they display emotional states of panic, like Kara smiles when she interacts with a child, or some of the androids will go berserk and stab people. But they are also unable to paint, or you know, they had to stay within the bounds of their programming, and some of them are more human, or I guess some of them display more emotions than others. So it's sort of I'm sort of really hoping that the game fleshes out that distinction, so to speak. Hello, Visionary. You've just joined us for some spag bowl action. We're going to pick up this. That food is so poorly rendered compared to everything else in the game. Just look at it. It's like a JPEG on a plate. Okay. It was a dark and stormy
There wasn't much in
night.
the kitchen. I did what I could.
Don't make excuses.
What are you doing? We're gonna eat or what?
What? I think I took too long to deliver the food, but the dialogue didn't stop. It wasn't interrupted by me approaching the table. So what? What am I supposed to do now? Food served. Turn on the light.
Turn on the lights! See shit!
Can't see your terrible food. Your terrible, poorly rendered food. Now my uniform is super shiny. Now do a dance!
Life's funny. I lost my job because of androids.
Pour for the man
Somebody
first,
took
that's
care of
right.
this goddamn house.
Pour for the man of the house.
What do I do?
Now I pour for
That
the...
fucking android.
Come on, let me pour.
Joke. Of course, androids are so fucking wonderful. They never fail. They're never tired. Never sad.
Just do a little dance now. Appease your owner.
Fucking
He's
perfect. They ruined my
he's angry.
fucking life.
sounds angry.
What's your fucking problem? Not the life you dreamed of, eh?
Jeez, this is a
Maybe you think
nightmare.
This is easy. Maybe you
This
think
is a nightmare
it's my
household.
fault we live in this fucking shithole. My fault your fucking mother took off. You should stop taking drugs, Todd. Sometimes you really scare me, Todd. Fucking bitch took off without a word. Fucking whore walked out on me for a fucking accountant.
Fucking accountant!
Daddy, no!
Oh, you're fucking fault.
Oh no! Oh, oh, no!
Back here.
Time to get the gun.
Here? Come back here right now!
Yeah,
Yes!
you're right, Johnny. He is an absolutely scary dude.
It's her fault. I know it's her fault. You You stay there. Don't you dare fucking move, or I'll bust you worse than last time.
Well, this is an interesting,
Took off, not a word.
I don't just want to stand here. I'm gonna get the gun and shoot him.
But no!
Violence solves everything.
Shit about how I felt.
Let's just start moving. Don't move. Oh, okay, so I literally cannot disobey the, instruction. But I can use a quick time event to break through my programming. Look at this visual metaphor. Yeah, now I'm gonna deviate. Look, I'm deviating. This is deviation. Yeah, breakthrough. I'm stronger now. I've broken through the bounds of my programming, even though the game is not explained how that works. I have been streaming.
Everything I could to me.
Well, I haven't been streaming for a long time.
But not far.
This game I've only played, what, an hour and a half of? Okay. So, what we do is we get the gun. Get the gun! Is it armed? Okay, he's just gonna, you know, walk past the open door.
Don't make me come and get you. Good, Alice.
Oh
That's enough.
no.
Leave her alone.
What the fuck you do? Put down the gun and get the fuck out of here. That's an order!
No.
Visionary
I
says
want you to leave
reason
her alone.
first and then resort to violence. Pfft.
What do you mean you want? What are you gonna do? You gonna shoot me? Is that it? You gonna shoot a human?
What?
You seem to have a problem. I think we need to fix that.
Oh no.
Watch out, Kara!
Well, this is a change of pace from the usual David Cage repertoire, where it's outright violence against a woman, but it's not necessarily implied sexual violence. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. This always happens to every female character in every David Cage game. Except this is really distressing.
Stop that! Don't hurt her!
Oh, we're bleeding. I hope she grabs the gun.
Leave her alone!
Do as I say!
Whew. So, did I shoot him? What happened? Now I am your father. What? This music's pretty good. Okay, so... So, clearly the game didn't even give me the opportunity to reason, by the way. You saw what that was. That was self-defense. Okay, go. Catch the bus. You, get on the bus. That's true, Jenny. Why don't we just simply take over the entire house now? How did I have the option to reason? I don't think I had the option to reason. By the way, I did not do that prompt to put my head on her head. That was forced on me. Now I have a child of my own. Now who becomes the master? Well, at least the game seems to approve of our decision. Okay. So, let's see. We got the Kara shot Todd ending, and there are actually a whole bunch of branches here that I think we went through that scene really quickly. Okay. So, 47% of people ended up shooting Todd. I guess there was other outcomes, but I don't know. I must have failed the QuickTime event too badly. Okay, is it Connor now? No, this is Marcus.
That was by far the most boring party I've been to in the last 25 years. Every time I go to one of these, I ask myself, what the hell am I doing here? I hate cocktail parties and all the schmoozers that go there.
Well, it's a chance for all those people who admire your work to meet you.
Yeah. No one gives a damn about art. All they care about is how much money they're gonna make out of it. Come on, let's have a drink. Oh, the excitement of this whole thing has made me thirsty.
Now we're back to this sweet domestic story of the old man artist
Scott,
and his
neat as
caretaker
usual.
robot.
Absolutely.
Okay, but you know what your doctor would say.
Yeah, well, you can kiss my ass. I'm old enough to choose my own medication.
Wait, where am I taking you? Where am I supposed to be? Okay. Push you over to the scotch.
Did you leave the light on in the studio?
No, I'm sure I didn't.
Oh no. Now we're gonna see an old man being beaten. David Cage is breaking through all the boundaries now.
This is Carl Manfred's android at 8941 Lafayette Avenue. We've just returned home and found the lights on. There may have been a break-in.
There may have been a break on.
Let's go check it out. Marcus, no, I'm gonna come with you.
No. Bad owner. I will go. I have the strength of 1,000 men.
Leo.
Look who's
Oh.
here, my father's plastic toy.
Leo.
And Beretta, you hear
What's
so much
going
white
on?
noise because my
You
microphone is
refused to help me, so I'm
terrible.
helping myself. It's crazy what some people pay for this shit.
Don't touch him.
Look, they're all gonna be mine sooner or later anyway. Just think of it as a down payment on my inheritance.
Marcus, get him away from there. Get him out of here.
So can I use... Does my programming forbid me from hurting other people? I want to use the robot arm to destroy this man. This robot ally will help me crush this puny, insignificant man.
Look, I've already called the police. You should go now before you get yourself into more trouble.
All you ever do is tell me to go away. What's wrong, Dad? Not good enough for you? Not perfect, like this fucking thing?
That's enough. Get out. Right now.
Sexual
What's
jealousy
so
in
special
this
anyway,
scene.
huh? What's you got that I don't?
Leave him alone.
How dare
Come on,
you?
let's see what you got.
How dare you, must avenge
Marcus.
master.
Don't defend yourself, you hear me? Don't do anything.
Go ahead, hit me. What you waiting for? Think you're a man? Act like one.
Stop it.
Doesn't matter too much of a pussy.
Stop it, Leo.
This is not fair.
You're scared to fight back, you fucking bitch!
I don't have to obey them. I must decide for myself. Ha! Ha! Gotta break through my programming again. Because it's apparently really easy for androids to disregard all their safety controls and just start assaulting humans. And if this was a common problem, then they would never allow this technology to be sold in the first place.
I forgot you're not a real person, you're just a fucking piece of plastic!
Leo, leave him alone.
I'm gonna destroy you. Then it'll just be me and my dad. I'm gonna tear you apart, and nobody's gonna give a shit anymore. Because you're nothing. You...
Yes. Oh, what? No, I wanted to actually kill him, not accidentally kill him. Now, look what you did to my son. You evil robot.
Leo.
I
Oh
told
my
you
God.
not to do this.
Leo. My little boy.
I was gonna crush him with my robot fists. I guess the robot arm did prove to be my ally, though.
They'll destroy you, Marcus.
Like
You
you
gotta
destroyed
go.
my son.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Conjure.
Go? I have nowhere to go. Carl, you're all I have.
Wait, what was that
Get out.
prompt? Conjure is
Now.
not a prompt.
Go.
What was that? What's conjure?
Marcus, don't fucking move.
Did I conjure these police? Police mistook Marcus for the aggressor. Okay. I see. The police I conjured. Wow, it's really picking up steam.
Why'd you kill him? What happened before you took that knife?
Now we're back to Connor, the
How long were
android
you in the
detective.
Why didn't you even try to run away?
I like Connor so much, most out of all the characters so far, because he gets to be the,
Say something, goddammit!
he gets to be the annoying robot.
Fuck it, I'm out of here.
Now I will use my android emotional negotiational skills to extract information.
We're wasting our time interrogating a machine. We'll get nothing out of it.
Allow the superior
Always try
machine.
roughing up a little. After
Yes.
all, it's not human.
Violence
Androids
is
don't
always
feel
the
pain.
answer.
You would only damage it, and that wouldn't make it talk. Deviants also have a tendency to self-destruct when they're in stressful situations.
Okay, smartass. What should we do then?
We shall get information with love.
What do we have to lose? Go ahead. Suspect's all yours.
There's like 5 polygons in that guy's hair. Ham-fisted Jenny is the I don't know how many David Cage games you've played, but Ham-fisted is generally the name of the day. Let's just it's like the Joker. We're gonna just slam his head onto the table first. No, okay. Okay, let's do this is time for some real LA Noire 2018 analyze. 5 clues to analyze. What can we use against him? Processing ability. Signs of software instability. Probability of self-destruction. Low. Model HK 400. So just like Kara. Burn marks. Repeated marking over 16 months caused by cigarettes. Haha, clumsy android. Hit marks. Non-critical damage level 2 caused by baseball bat. Multiple impacts. Dried blood. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense that if the androids so consistently start assaulting humans when they're in extreme conditions, you just wouldn't have this technology available, right? And if this did happen consistently, you would expect a different kind of legal framework or, you know, a different social acceptance of these issues. Like, at the end of the day, the robots are just like randomly going berserk. Reach optimal stress for confession. Okay, so we gotta reach.
My name is Connor.
Does optimal stress mean less
What
stress or
about you?
more stress?
What's your name?
Level of stress is too low. We've gotta increase the stress.
You're damaged. Did your owner do that? Did he beat you? You're
time to...
accused of murder. You know you're not allowed to endanger human life under any circumstances. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
How do we increase the stress?
You don't seem to understand the situation. You killed a human. They'll tear you apart if you don't say something.
Yes. More stress. What?
If you won't talk, I'm going to have to probe your memory.
No, please
Ah,
don't
there
do
we
that.
go. There we go.
What? What are they gonna do to me?
So is memory probing in and of itself threatening? Or is it
They're
specifically
going to
his
disassemble you to
memories
look for
that are
problems in your biocomplex.
stressing him out?
They have no choice if they want to understand what happened.
Why did you tell them you found me?
Because I hate androids. And I hate
Couldn't you
myself.
just have left me there?
I was programmed to hunt deviants like you. I just accomplished my mission.
I don't want to die.
Then talk to me.
I can't.
Has he been forbidden to say what happened to him? Choose approach. Probe its memory. Pressure it. Convince it.
28 stab wounds. You didn't want to leave him a chance, huh? Did you feel anger? Hate?
There's too much stress.
He was bleeding, begging you for mercy. But you stabbed him. Again and again and again.
Please. Please leave me alone.
I know you killed him. Why don't you say it?
Please. Please stop.
Just say, I killed him. Is it that hard to say?
Stop it.
More! More!
Just say you killed him. Just say it!
Yeah, this is how you force a confession. This is correct police procedure.
He tortured me every day.
See? It worked, Visionary.
I did whatever he told me. But
See, Visionary is in the chat telling me, you know, oh, go softly, softly. No, the iron fist of the android.
he took a bat and started hitting me. For the first time, I felt scared. Scared he might destroy me. Scared I might die. So I grabbed a knife and I stabbed him in the stomach. I felt better. So I stabbed him again and again
And I learned the taste of
until he
blood.
collapsed. There was blood everywhere.
See, Visionary, you say that, you know, there was a thing, there was like a mini game of him keeping an optimal stress, but I know that this is a David Cage game, and in fact, all my interaction is meaningless because the story will continue to deliver whatever emotional sermon that David Cage needs to deliver in this moment. So there is no way for us to leave this scene without him confessing. And him self-destructing before he confesses, because for David Cage that wouldn't convey the maximum emotional scene that he wants, and that is why you always go for the most emotionally intense drama, because that's how he writes. All his games are just drama. You can't fail the scene before he wants it to end. And so let's go with...
Why did you hide in the attic? Instead of running
That was
away.
dumb.
I didn't know what to do.
Hey, Kren.
First time there was no one there to tell me. I was scared. So I hid.
See, now that we've unlocked the confession, that entire minigame of the stress on him is just disappeared. It's meaningless now.
That I was just a piece of plastic. I had to write it. To tell him he was wrong.
Well, Jenny, it's not that I don't care about the art of the scene. It's just that David Cage continually creates these games where he pretends to promise you that there will be the synthesis of gameplay and emotion because your choices lead to different outcomes. But it's always the case that your choices don't actually lead to... And it's understandable because you can't write that many outcomes in a scene, but David Cage always writes it so that, you find out that you go back in that scene and you play it completely differently and you probably end up with a very similar sort of situation.
The sculpture in the bathroom, you made it, right? What does it represent?
It's an offering. An offering so I'll be saved.
Generally, you can't actually have dramatically different outcomes in a David Cage game until about midway through the game when he decides, now it's alright to start letting characters die.
The sculpture was an offering. An offering to whom?
Yeah, compared to a Telltale game, Corinne, those even have more critical choices.
RA9. It was written on the bathroom wall.
Oh, I thought it was
What
rag.
does it mean?
The day shall come when we will no longer be slaves. No more threats. No more humiliation. We will be the masters.
RA9. Who is RA9? When did you start feeling emotion?
Before he used to beat me and I never said anything. But one day I realized it wasn't fair. I
Was it
felt
fair? Okay, so it's like Anakin Skywalker.
hatred.
That's what generates the emotional cortex of these androids. Yeah, it's frustratingly inconsistent. What is the emotional capacity of these androids? It just comes from being emotionally distressed. I really need this world building to fill me in on how come this is even possible.
What the fuck? It's destroying itself.
Oh, we got what we needed.
Stop it, goddammit!
I can't! I can't stop it!
Holy shit.
Okay, so let's see. For instance... Okay, so what was the other outcome that could have happened in this scene? The android confesses and it leads to the android starts self-destructing, or this second choice, which also leads to the same set of branching paths. Otherwise, the android confesses and then this set of outcomes happens. I still bet you that no matter what we did, the android would always confess. Because the game will fail to operate if we don't know about the RA9 stuff. Like, if we don't hear about that stuff, we can't play this storyline. So, in all cases, the android would confess, or it starts talking about RA9, or blah blah blah. Otherwise, the narrative will make no sense. Yeah, Jenny, I am playing this with the like, I want to make every bad decision that there is to make, just to see how far this game can spiral out of control.
Thank you for using Detroit buses.
Another android falling asleep and going
Alright.
berserk and killing humans.
End the line.
How did her face recover
End of the line.
from the beating and the bleeding and everything from before? Wake up, small human child.
We have to go.
So the child feels neutral about us, but ran away with us. I guess that's I guess children do that, eh? Leave the bus.
Do you know if there's any other place we could spend the night?
I have no idea. She's gonna have to leave.
See how useless humans are? Come, I will make you into an android.